What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I just want to do a quick little video, mainly focusing on CoinTelegraph, CoinMarketCap, and CoinGecko. So, observing, so they say they're supposed to be like informed people and kind of know what goes on, especially CoinTelegraph. They have this slogan of the future of money, but they clearly have no idea what goes on in this industry. And then you have CoinMarketCap that a lot of people trust, that they give accurate data, but they're not displaying accurate data. They're displaying false data. They're not displaying the real world. And then you also have CoinGecko that also is not displaying accurate data. So I'm going to give an example. So CoinTelegraph, for example, so they have this slogan. So first I want to say that, okay, they're becoming a little bit better. CoinTelegraph, for example, they may be better than some other people on the market, but seriously, you guys have horrible low standards still. I mean, it's like you should be more informed. Like you should be the best people in this industry to kind of know what goes on. But I know more. Like and I'm doing this in my free time. Like you're probably hired, you probably have a salary, okay? So you should know better than me, like what goes on. So I want to give an example, okay? So Cointelegraph, for example, so they have this slogan, right? The future of money. I go to the front page today, and they have the first article is a so-called market analysis article, and it says with the title. Let's see here. I need to reload the page. Oh yeah, editor's choice. This is what they're talking about. Bitcoin price fighting to close week above key $7,200 level, or 7,200 resistance level. Okay, so this is what they're talking about 5 hours ago. Now, you know what's crazy? They don't even know what goes on in the industry. So they're talking about Bitcoin price fighting to close week above key $7,200 resistance level. This is what they find the most important for today. While a coin called Hex did almost $100 million increase in market cap over a short period of 24 hours. It went from 96 million market cap to 180 million market cap, and it went from on CoinGecko in the market cap, it went from top 46 or like top 50 coin to top 35 coin. And Cointelegraph doesn't even mention it. Like they're talking about future of money. They have no idea about trustless interest. They did an article when Hex kind of like they talked a little bit about it on the 1st of December when it got launched by Richard Hart. But then then what they did was, okay, they did an article later, maybe a month later, talking about, oh, it trades below a Satoshi. Now it trades below, or now it trades around 20 Satoshi. They haven't even mentioned it, okay? They haven't even mentioned that it's 25x up. So they talked about the negative aspect when it was down, but now when it's like 25x up, they don't even talk about it. You know what they're talking about? They're talking about the same level that Bitcoin was 4 months ago. So Bitcoin was actually Bitcoin is down, I think, even since 4 months ago. I think it was like 7,900 or something. And it's like, it's down, like, and you remember that Bitcoin had a pump here also, I think in February or March, and then it just like crashed hard. But they're still like talking about it like Bitcoin is the coolest thing in this industry, but it's not. It's Hex. 25x gain against Bitcoin, okay? And I think around 20x against Ethereum, and maybe 23x or something like that against fiat. It's like they need to admit they were wrong, and they need to report news. They are saying that they are reporting news, but I see that they're biased. You're only talking about stuff that is very, very boring. Like they have this photo of Bitcoin meditating And it's like, what is this? Like, this is like, it's weird. Like, they don't even know what goes on in the industry. They don't even know that Hex may cause a flipping event this year, passing XRP, Ethereum, maybe even Bitcoin this year. Now, it doesn't have to happen. It may not happen, I don't know really, but I mean, I see the performance. It's like a young coin, right? 130, 140 days old. That's not that much in this industry, and it seems like it's going at a faster pace than Bitcoin ever did, and even maybe even Ethereum. It seems like it's doing everything so much faster. For me personally, it seems like it's going at a 10x faster rate, because it's designed better. It seems like it's designed better with math. So CoinTelegraph, they're talking about the future of money, but they're not, like, they don't even know what goes on with Hex, or they're ignoring it on purpose. And then they are like misleading people. Like, you're basically making people lose a lot of money by not informing them, or informing people accurate data. And you're not an adult when you can't admit that you were wrong, when you're talking bad about something, and then like it goes amazing, and you don't like make an article update on it. It's like, you horrible people, like straight up horror. So yeah, it's like you can't trust Cointelegraph. They don't know what the future of money is. They're, they don't know what's happening in the space, in the industry. Like, if you run a news website about crypto and you don't even report about when something goes up almost $100 million in market cap, uh, and gains massively against Bitcoin, Ethereum, fiat. It's like, if you don't report on that, and you don't report about that they also have an amazing like decentralized exchange called Uniswap. If you don't report on that, like, you're horrible. Like, you're not doing your job. Like, you're not doing a proper job. You're not informing people the proper data. Like, you don't even have the proper data. Like, if you're hired to kind of write articles and so on, like, you're supposed to know these things. Like, you're supposed to know stuff better than me. Like, you're supposed to know what happens in crypto in a day. Why don't they know it? Like, they're clueless. They're clueless. And same goes with like CoinMarketCap. They're like misleading people, and they're like stalling Hex, for example. They're still listing it as top 200 coin when it's top 35 coin at the moment. So they're displaying wrong data. They don't even have the correct price. They're misleading people that go to their website. It's horrible, man. Like, it is not, like, you're making people lose so much money by by showing them false realities. Same as with CoinGecko, they do not list circulating supply of hex accurately, even though there is data on Etherscan where you can see this, and there are like APIs they can use to display this correct, but they do not do it. They don't even show it in top 100. This is horrible. Like, you're making people lose so much money. And I think people will hate CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap after this, because it's like, once they realize that, wow, these websites did not display accurate data, so I lost a lot of money now because I did not, I I wasn't able to see the correct data and then do my own kind of analysis. Same as with Cointelegraph, they're saying that they're so-called authority on the future of money. I mean, that's a slogan that they're having, but they're not informing people accurate stuff, like they're kind of making people's life worse by not reporting on real unbiased news. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. It's just so annoying to me, like, that these people have no clue about what goes on. Or yeah, I mean, it's horrible, right? Because yes, you're making people lose maybe their opportunity of a lifetime by doing this. And it very much feels like crabs in a bucket. It feels like they don't want anyone to be more successful than them. It feels like they don't want anyone to perform better than them. And it's like, is like people are like, well, if I can't be successful, then you can't be successful either. So it's almost like they want to hold each other back. Yeah, it's like it looks like some kind of crabs in a bucket thing, and people following these Bitcoin maxis on Twitter and so on that just keeps on repeating the same thing for years and years, even though the track record is horrible, like horrible track record. But people keep following these people and they keep liking their tweets, and yeah, people just losing out a lot. People are missing out so much. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it's horrible. So that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. So be aware about that, about Cointelegraph not reporting on real crypto stories. They don't know anything what goes on. And also be aware that even CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap both display horrible data that is not up to date. Even though they can do this very very easily, it kind of seems like they're stalling it, and it's horrible to see. And it's probably going to make it so these websites eventually gets way worse reputation, and maybe no one ever eventually will use these services. Maybe they use some AI or something like that, or a bot or whatever. I don't really know. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. Have a great day, YouTube and Steam blockchain. Bye bye.